Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be drawing some more muscles on the arm once again, but this time it's going to be the inner, back of the arm, if that makes sense, kind of like this perspective of your arm. On the other side, it's the other way. I'm just not facing this way, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get into drawing this. And as you can see, I wrote all the names. It took me way too long to write all of them last time, so I wrote them all before I started this time. And just doing that, I'm pretty sure this took me like 10 minutes to write these names. That does not look like 10 minutes worth of writing. That is probably why I always did bad in English class. But anyways, that is the deltoid. We're just going to get the base shapes of everything in here first, then we'll try and make everything a little more accurate after we have just some things to go off of. Because if we have nothing to go off of, then obviously it's not going to be accurate. So we're doing our best to get the shapes correct first. This one is the tricep. Alright, that tricep is wrong in many areas. This should also be a little longer, but this tricep should be like up here. Go like this real quick. Wrap this bitch like this, kinda. Alright, and erase. What's lines? I lost the lines of which is which, so we're gonna put that line in there in a second. Here we go. There we go. There's good enough. There's deltoid and tricep, and I did draw those way too hard, so those are kind of there forever now. Alright. Off to a strong start of messing everything up. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Alright. Try to get the bicep. Bicep should go down to the bottom of the tricep and also is at the top of this. But the tricep also reaches all the way to the top of there, basically. So this is just wrongly sized. You know what? I can just erase all of that. I think I'm just bad at this whole eyeballing it thing. It's fine. Go ahead and get the bicep in here a little bit better by shaping it better. There we go. Do this. There. Add what I don't actually know what this is because it's not labeled, but it's the same color as the deltoid, so we're going to assume it's possibly the deltoid. I don't know. This is why I still need to do even more research, even after I have done these videos. Do I do that more research? We're not going to talk about that, but I do need to. But that's also fine because that just gives me more excuses to continue practicing this anatomy. Bicep. Then right here's the brachialis. I would also like to say again before I start pronouncing anything incredibly wrong, I do not know how to pronounce any of this stuff, so bear with me when I'm struggling to pronounce this. I don't know how it's pronounced. I will learn eventually, probably, but I don't know as of right now. Alright, so this is the bone. right here, so we're actually literally just going to shade that in so I know it's bone. Bone. I don't know what bone it is. I mean, I know it's your elbow. I just don't know the actual name for them. I will learn those also, but not right now. That is not something I need to know just yet. I know enough about bones to get by to learn anatomy first. I don't need to learn bones then anatomy. I can learn anatomy then bones. Alright. Is that a bone? There's a bump right here, but I genuinely don't know if that's a bone or just how the muscle is. It's weird. I don't know. Will we find out? Yeah, later. Not right now, though. Alright, this is actually connected to the bottom. I don't know why I was trying to connect that to the top. But this has to get really skinny. Okay. Then this one is also supposed to be small and go out like this, and then go down like this, and then go like this, and go like this. Is part of the bicep, so we'll go ahead and add this part in right now. Right there, and right there. Beautiful. It's good enough, honestly. And then we'll go ahead and add the final bit, which is this word, the brachioradialis. Whatever. This is the final muscle that we have to add. And we'll go ahead and label everything. I just didn't want to have to get a bunch of confusing lines in here. We're going to erase everything, make it all a little neater, and we'll go from there. Go from there, being I will be done. I might add a little bit of a hand, not in the recording, but there might be a little hand on the picture at the end, because it kind of looks wrong without a hand, and when I add just a little mitten on it, it looks really wrong too, so, you know, I might add a hand. I'm going to try my best to not erase the words too, because I don't want to have to go over the words again. Except for bone, I don't care if I erase bone. Alright. Now, fold the eraser, shove it in there, throw cheddar up there, grab lime, and get to work on getting these muscles drawn in correctly. Could probably even actually grab orange, which is my even smaller mechanical pencil, but we're not going to do that. There we go. We're not going to add lots of the breaks in the muscles like there actually is. Basically the individual fibers is what I'm trying to say, if you don't quite understand what I'm saying. We're not going to add a bunch of those because that will take a long time and I don't want to. I could add some in this and this. I could at least add some at the ends maybe. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to. I'm not going to erase those ones because I don't care enough to erase them, but I won't be adding them to anything else. Probably. Can't say for sure, obviously, because, well, I don't know how this is going to end up. Alright. It might end up looking like it really needs them, might end up looking like it doesn't need them. Who knows? Alright. Oh, and I've said this every single time, every single one of these anatomy videos I've done so far. But if you know of a better way to study anatomy than I am currently doing, or if you know of any other ways, comment them, because I would like to try different things. Because I would like to learn anatomy, so I'd like to try multiple things, so I can making sure I have a good understanding of it. Because, well, for my story and for just general drawing, I would like to have a good understanding of anatomy. So if you know any different ways to study anatomy, please comment them down below. I would like to know. Or if you know of any like YouTube videos or something, comment them, or channels, comment them. I'd like to know. Alright, cool. That's all for that. Anyways, we're almost done. I think that's all the labeled muscles we have. I did forget to draw this part. Also, for some reason, this paper is... I don't know if it's the lead right now, but this paper is, like, behaving really weirdly. Like, it doesn't feel like it normally does. Maybe it's because of how hard I was pressing or something. I don't really know, but it feels off. Yeah, it feels off. I don't really know what the hell it is. There we go. Hold on. That's not how this muscle is, so let's try to fix this. I wonder if just after... I might as well try this. Just after I have done my base understandings of all of the muscles, so once I have finished the arms and the legs, like with these, I wonder if I'll be able to draw a human better. I think I'll be able to draw them a little bit better, but not like, oh my god, best thing ever, because, well, this is still a very small understanding of anatomy that I have so far, so. It's not quite enough to make, like, I don't think it's quite enough to make, like, a massive difference. I guess I wouldn't know. I haven't done it yet. Might as well. I mean, I have to do a couple drawing requests, so I might as well do those. Gotta do one I can't talk about, and one is, like, some characters from the video game Cyberpunk. That guy asked me to do this, like, a long time ago. I just completely forgot about it until, like, right now, this second. Like, genuinely forgot about it until right now. If you're seeing this, Mr. Person, sorry about that. Forgot about that. My bad. Hopefully you'll see it. You're in my Discord, so I can at him. Oh, join the Discord. Yeah, gotta always... Yeah, I think it's just because I was pressing hard. Gotta always tell people to join the Discord. Join the Discord. Share your own art. It's in the description. Be a cool guy. Yeah. Alright, go ahead and go like this. Like this. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Then we're gonna need to section this off, and I did just remember I was forgetting to point these to their correct areas, which is why I would actually like to label these as I'm drawing them, but it just takes so much longer in like doing the video when I'm labeling them as I'm drawing them. I just don't want to, because I am such a slow writer. Alright, okay. The flexor carpi radialis is this muscle right here. is that one. And then the flexor carpi ulnaris is this one, right here. And then the palmaris longus, longus, I don't know. It's this little muscle that's a kind of, it's like this little muscle. Oh, I forgot I had this on here. I don't need to wear that. It's like that right there. Then there's the extensor digitorum right here. Right. Extensor digitorum. The prawn. I spelled this wrong. I spelled that wrong. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and erase that, and we'll spell it backwards because I spelled it wrong. I don't know why I spelled proton. Probably because of the male. Anyways. R. O. T. A. N. O. R. P. N. O. R. P. So pronator. Pronator teres is this bit right here. Right there. And then the brachioradally that one is right here. I really need to learn how to pronounce that one because I was doing the same thing yesterday. We're just going to call that one Brock. Anyways, it's right there. So there we go. Here's our muscles on the arm from, can I pretend my hand is no, because wait, that doesn't work because it's literally the back of my arm. It's like this, except obviously my hand is down here. That's what the muscles are. Yeah, this is the end of the video. There might appear a hand here. I don't know. Bye.